We've got two brothers from Przemysl with us today. Let me introduce Dariusz Lasek, the leader of the Warriors of Mary from Przemysl, and Tomasz Wątróbski, the coordinator of one of the groups abroad. They would like to share a short testimony. In Przemysl, they are working on the front line, where refugees from Ukraine come. Darek and Tomek will give you a first-hand account on the events. Darek. Christ be praised. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome. And thank you, Wojtek, for allowing us to share our story. As Wojtek mentioned, we are at the moment working here in Przemysl, where tens of thousands of people, mothers and children, appear every day. They are trying to reach other places like Warsaw, Poznań or Krakow, or even go abroad. But it is here where they receive first help after crossing the border. When they leave Przemysl, they are already taken care of and more hopeful about the future. But when they come here, they are often exhausted after a 20-30-hour journey. They come in overcrowded trains. Sometimes people had to fight to even get on the train in Lwów or Odessa. Many don't even have a chance to get on the train. They often reach Przemysl in the night, exhausted, children crying, with temperatures outside below zero. They need to be taken care of. They need to get something hot to drink, have some hot soup, get a warm blanket. We often provide prams for the children, sometimes a plush toy for the child to smile. All this requires a lot of work and many people to help. We've got hundreds of volunteers here working day and night, giving their hearts to those in need. If not for their incredible generosity and the generosity of people all over the country, we would soon run out of supplies. Many mothers with children have a place to go, have a destination to reach. They need a place to stay for the night before continuing their journey. Many places have been adapted for people to have a place to sleep. There are also hundreds of people accepting refugees under their roof, whether for a night or two or a longer stay. Our group of the Warriors of Mary created the Three Hearts Foundation last year. I can see Brother Wojtek has our logo behind him together with a photo from the central station in Przemysl. Now we have come to a more peaceful place. This is a zone only for volunteers and people from crisis management. But in the background you can see a crowded main hall. People coming by trains are offered help already on the platforms. As I mentioned before, we have our foundation, the Three Hearts Foundation. The needs are enormous. We fulfill them to some extent, but we know that there is a wave of refugees coming who have no place to get to. We've already met some of them. We are trying to help them by organizing places to stay here in Przemysl for a night or two, and later accommodations with people of goodwill wherever we can. We have begun an action to help mothers and children, and we would like to thank all the groups from abroad who already offered to organize collections in their parishes to aid our foundation. Their needs will be many, as still more and more people are coming. We do not know for how long will our supplies last. We do not know how long will the volunteers coming from all over the country have strength to help. What we know is that there are still tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, mothers and children, who require our help. We believe that Jesus Christ Himself will be among us, multiplying our supplies and strengthening us, as we will not be able to do it on our own. We do believe that there are people whose hearts will be moved to help us in our struggle. People from our foundation are here helping those in need every day. We buy medicines, sweets for the children, plush toys, but still our needs are large. We need food, medical supplies, as more people are coming in. Just a few moments ago, I helped a lady find a toilet. She suffered from a serious illness. She was very weak. This is just one example of situations we face all the time. People faint, some need to be resuscitated, children lose consciousness. Some people suffer from hypothermia, and still more people are coming. There is a great need of blankets and sleeping bags. Tomek. Try to imagine, brothers and sisters, a train arriving. Normal capacity is about 500 people, and there are over 2,000 people in the coming train. Women, children, the elderly are huddled together. There's barely any space left. Last journey from Lwów to Przemysl took 33 hours, and the distance is only 80 kilometers. Most of the people spent 33 hours standing, packed like sardines. I believe they had to be pushed by force into the train for the door to even close. When the train arrived, there were unconscious people in every train car. Some people suffered serious injuries like broken pelvis or broken limbs. These are truly dramatic scenes. There were people crying. We too shed tears seeing all the misery and suffering. And that's why we are here, to help these people. Darek. I would just like to add that I am trying to report the situation on my Facebook page and on the Facebook page of the Men's Rosary Prayer Group Przemysl. Also, first-hand photos can be found on the page. These are first-hand accounts and the latest news from here. We can see people coming from all over the world with camcorders filming the situation. But we do not know what is the purpose of this. It is possible that some have good intentions, some not that good, and some do it in bad faith. Some have no scruples to film ill people, people sleeping on the floor. Many of them have been thrown out as there were some scandalous situations where a story was more important than a man. That's why, when you see a story on the TV, know that often the story takes precedence. Helping people is not important. Business and making money is what's important to them. We in our foundation have a point in our statute that no member gets any money for our work. In our foundation, we are not employees. Each of us is a volunteer. We are all working as equals. We work on platforms, help people that are coming. We do whatever we can. We decided to create our foundation last year in Kalwaria Pacławska. We are devoted to the Virgin Mary. All our actions are guided by her. We know that she sends people who aid us in our work. We also know that hearts of some of the warriors from England have already been moved. We'd like to ask you to spread our appeal as far as you can, so that we can be as efficient in our work as we can. And we know that thanks to you, it can happen. Just to wrap it up, I would like to share a story with you. Yesterday we were standing in the hall with Tomek and one of the brothers from England. A mother with 2 children, 2 and 4 years old, was passing us by. We asked her if we could help her in any way. She told us she had no place to rest, no place to sleep. We believe that it was Mary who guided her to us. We helped her find a place to sleep and get on the train the next day. We also managed to help her find a place to stay for a longer period of time. Today, we've managed to arrange a place to stay at a hotel in Krynica Górska for 10 people. And such things happen every day. To finish, I just want to tell you the words of Jesus. What you have done to one of those little ones, that is what you have done to me. That's why, if you want to aid our foundation, may God bless you. And thank you.